A very good morning to one and all. This is K. Sambasivarao, Assistant Professor, E&I Department, SNS College of Technology. Today I am going to present a case study on cobots. To start with, what is a cobot? So cobot is nothing but a collaborative robot. So collaborative and robot. So the combination of these two words is what is cobot. So unlike a normal robot which works independently, this cobot is a robot which assists the human operator. So in case of these cobots, we need not replace the human with the machine. So normally when we go for industries, we see that the robots are replacing human beings. But these cobots have the specialty that they are not going to replace any humans. So the machines or the robots are not going to replace human beings, whereas they are just going to complement the human by relieving him of the arduous task. So there are certain tasks which cannot be carried out by humans. They are very difficult. So for those tasks, the human can take the help of a robot. So that is what we call a cobot. So in case of a cobot, the human and robot are going to collaborate optimally. So there is no need for any separation of areas, or there is no need for any fencing. So this is a very big difference between a robot and a cobot. A robot replaces a human, whereas a cobot is going to collaborate with a human. In case of a robots, we need a lot of fencing and separations, whereas in cobots there is no need for such a thing. So that is the basic about what is a cobot. And what are the advantages offered by the cobot? That is what we are going to see here. So the first advantage of using the cobots is the flexibility is increased in production, and the employees are relieved of performing the ergonomically difficult or unfavorable tasks, and hence we can see that there is a large reduction in the injuries and infections happening to the workforce, and we can achieve high quality of performance here because there is no need for a type specific or component relevant investment to be made. And the other advantage is here we can increase the productivity and the system complexity can be reduced because these cobots come with integrated sensors. And now we are specifically going to look into a case study where this human robot collaboration was used by Ford for adjusting of the headlights. So this figure or this diagram shows how two KUKA robots were used in Ford to achieve this headlamp adjustment. So this is the description of the problem. So whenever we have an automotive industry, the vehicle fog lights have to be adjusted. So we have to adjust both the uh, fog lights as well as the headlamps. So adjusting these fog lights is previously being carried by human operators. So what is the difficulty here is while the vehicle is stooped over, the human operator searches for the hard to reach openings for the adjusting the screws in the bumper area. So this is a very big problem here. So for adjusting the screws, the human operator has to reach the hard to reach areas inside the bumper area. So once he finds the area, he has to use his tools and he has to adjust the screws. The difficulty here is that while doing these adjustments, if we apply a bigger force on the bumper can get damaged. So this is a very big problem in automotive industries. And a solution to this was Ford. What they did at Ford is they used two KUKA LBR IAWA cobots for performing this ergonomic task of adjusting the fog lights of the Ford. So for adjusting the fog lights, they used these two KUKA cobots, and in parallel to this, the human can adjust the main headlights. So that is what we mean by collaborative robots. So the robot will be performing adjustment of fog lights. At the same time, human can be involved in adjusting the headlights. So that is the biggest advantage of going for cobots. And here is a small video that demonstrates how at Ford they use this. So this is a human robot cooperation for fog light adjustment. So we can see that the vehicle is entering the garage. So we are connecting the OBD interface, and we are having the automatic vehicle centering system. Then we have the body height measurement system, and here we are doing certain calibrations. So the first one is ACC radar calibration, and the second we have the front camera calibration. So all these adjustments, height, finding the height, the camera adjustments, all these calibrations are done to ensure that, because we have many number of vehicles coming into the garage, right? So different vehicles will be having the headlights positioned at different heights. So for that we are doing all these initial adjustments. So we can see here that the headlamp adjustment is being carried by the human operator, which is quite easy. So we can see here the human operator is adjusting only the headlamp, whereas we can see here the fog lamps are being adjusted automatically by the two KUKA robots. So first they position the screwdriver, then they go for adjusting the screw. So this is a very sensitive mechanism. So they start adjusting the thing. So we can see that the two operations have happened in parallel, right? So one KUKA robot had already adjusted the fog light on the one side, whereas the human was adjusting the headlamp. So now the other side is being adjusted by the human and the robot. So once the work is over, we can unplug the OBD interface, and that's all. So that's how this KUKA robots work. So as we could see in the video, it was pretty clear that two operations were happening in parallel, right? So on one side, that is, let us say, on the right side of the lamp was being headlamp was adjusted by the human, whereas the right side fog light was being adjusted by the KUKA robot. So these two operations were happening in parallel. Then the human operator went to the other side. The operator was adjusting the headlamp there, and at the same time parallelly the KUKA cobot was adjusting the fog light. And these are the references I have followed for preparing this. So these are the references. Thank you.